Wise men say only fools rush in, but I can't help falling in love with you.
Who presents this woman?
Yeah.
That's it. My dad is a person of very few words.
Die må jeg согласен.
Давайте заново.
А так, наша дочь достойному сантиметру.
Так, внимание. Okay. We're doing it.
Yes, you are. Thank you, sir. We are gathered here today in the presence of these witnesses to give thanks for the gift of marriage, to witness the joining together of Michael Douglas Rice Ellis and Elena Valerie Plummer, to surround them with our thoughts and prayers so that they may be strengthened for their life together and nurtured in their love for one another. We are created and given marriage so that spouses may help and comfort each other, living faithfully together in plenty and in want, in joy and in sorrow, in sickness and in health, throughout all their days. We are given marriage for the full expression of the love between two people. In marriage, spouses belong to each other and with affection and tenderness freely give themselves to each other. We are given marriage for the well-being of human society, for the ordering of family life, and for the nurture of children. We are given marriage as a holy mystery in which two people are joined together and become one. In marriage, two people are called to a new way of life, created, ordered, and blessed. This way of life must not be entered into carelessly or from selfish motives, but responsibly and with consideration and discernment. We rejoice that marriage has been given, blessed, and sustained. Therefore, let marriage be held in honor among all. Please be seated. Let us pray. Gracious God, you are always faithful in your love for us. Look mercifully upon Elena and Doug, who come seeking your blessing. Let your Holy Spirit rest upon them so that with steadfast love, they may honor the promise that they make this day through Jesus Christ our Savior. Amen. Now, Doug, understanding that the covenant of marriage has been created and ordered and blessed, do you affirm your desire and intention to enter into this covenant with Elena?
I do.
All right.
Everybody, the witnesses, you heard it, right?
Not so fast, because Elena, understanding that the covenant of marriage has been created, ordered, and blessed, do you affirm your desire and intention to enter into this covenant with Doug?
I do.
Good choice. And now I ask Elena's children, because you are entering a new family, will you give this new family your trust, love, and affection?
We will.
Awesome. And to the families, do you give your blessing to Elena and Doug and promise to do everything in your power to uphold them in their marriage?
We will.
And now to the rest of you gathered here today, will all of you witnessing these vows do everything in your power to uphold Doug and Elena in their marriage? Doug and Elena, since it is your intention to marry, join your right hands with your promise to bind yourselves to each other as husband and wife. Doug, repeat after me. I, Doug, choose you, Elena, to be my wife. And I promise, before these witnesses, to be your loving and faithful husband. With trust and support, for better or worse, in plenty and in want, in joy and in sorrow, in sickness and in health, so long as we both shall live. And Elena, repeat after me. I, Elena, choose you, Doug,
choose you, Doug,
to be my husband.
to be my husband.
And I promise before these witnesses
And I promise before these witnesses
to be your loving and faithful wife.
to be your what?
Loving and faithful,
I don't know.
to be your
loving
and faithful wife.
and faithful wife.
With trust and support,
With trust and support,
for better or worse,
for better or worse,
in plenty and in want,
in plenty and in want,
in joy and in sorrow,
in joy and in sorrow,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
so long as we both shall live.
so long as we both shall live.
May we have the rings. Now may these rings be to Doug and Elena, symbols of unending love and faithfulness, reminding them of the covenant they have made this day. Doug, repeat after me as you place the ring on Elena's hand. Elena, this ring I give to you
This ring I give to you
as a sign of our constant faith
as a sign of our constant faith
in each other and our abiding love.
in each other and our abiding love.
Now, Elena, repeat after me as you place the ring on Doug's hand. Doug, this ring I give to you
This ring I give to you
as a sign of our constant faith in each other
as a sign of constant faith in each other, of our faith in each other,
and our abiding love.
and our abiding love.
Now, in the presence of God and these witnesses, Elena and Doug have made their solemn vows to each other. They have confirmed their promises by joining hands and exchanging rings. Therefore, by the power invested in me by God Almighty in the state of Arizona, I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may now kiss the bride.
We did it. We did it.
I now present to you for the first time Doug and Elena Ellis.
Just take it, there's no reason we should waste it. Oh, 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 there's no mistaking when the sunlight's calling. Ready now for all that's coming. Oh, 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 we're standing at the edge of all that lies ahead. I think we got it.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise and welcome at their first social event together as husband and wife, Mr. and Mrs. Ellis, Doug, and Elena.
I think we made it after all the
Can everyone hear me? Yeah, all right. Well, hello, everyone. For everyone who doesn't know me, I'm Nicole Ellis. Thanks. Doug's sister-in-law, but now, of course, I'm Elena's. Sisters. Let me first. Aw, that's sweet. I'll get to you. But let me first tell you this. The Ellis family has waited a long time for this day. We really have. We really have all wanted Doug to find his person, the love of his life, and Elena is really the perfect match for Doug. And I'm truly so happy for you both, and I'm so excited for you to start your life together. And what more could Doug ask for than the coolest kids with Tatiana and Max? Yeah, they really are. I know he loves talking about TV shows, music, and movies with Tatiana, and he's got a built-in video game partner with Max, for sure. So Elena, you know when you just meet someone for the first time and you just click with them? You just have that instant connection? That's what it was with me and you. And it may sound cliche, but really that is what it was with Elena and I. We just hit it off from the get-go, and we've been bonding ever since. And for those of you who know Elena, you know that she's never met a stranger. She really hasn't. You are always getting to know everyone. And so she really is, to me, the most honest, genuine, and generous person, generous person that you'll ever meet, really. And so here we are today And when I think of Elena, I don't think of you as my sister-in-law. You really are my sister. So with me, and you are stuck with me now, you have someone who's going to take just as long to finish a meal with you. You'll have someone to exchange home decor with, and you'll have someone to get beautified with, always. So my quote for you, I found this and I thought it was perfect. When you realize you want to spend the rest of your life with somebody, you want the rest of your life to start as soon as possible. So Doug and Elena, here's to the rest of your life together. And congratulations, I love you both, and we look forward to all your many adventures together in life. I love you.
Evening, everyone. How's everyone doing tonight? Awesome. What a beautiful ceremony. My name is James Ellis, Doug's younger brother, the best man, though we all know the best man in here is Doug. I can't say that I remember the first time I met Doug, though I hear he wanted to leave me behind at the supermarket, and finally, after all this time, it's payback. All kidding aside, Doug is the best brother and friend anyone could wish for. He's an amazing uncle to our girls, and I'm sure anyone in here that has had the privilege to know Doug can attest to how lucky we all are to have Doug in our lives. I remember the first time Doug spoke about Elena, his face lit up, and I saw an excitement in Doug that I'd never seen before. Now, you know, a lot of time later, Doug still shows that same passion and excitement when he talks about Elena. The first time we met Elena, we knew she was the one for Doug. She was already finishing sentences for him. But seriously, with Elena by Doug's side, I know they can conquer anything together. Not only does Doug have the love of his life in Elena, Doug also gains two wonderful young adults with Tatiana and Max. And the crazy part is, you see my crazy little ones here, Doug never even had to change a diaper. So with that, let's all raise our glasses. I forgot mine at the table. We all love you. May your love for one another be more historical than the most ancient artifact in this museum, garage key.
Okay, you guys all know, and he already spilled the beans, that I finish everybody's sentences, most of you know, not just Doug's. So he's not alone. And I just wanted to say that not only did I meet my sister, I'm the only child, but I also met a brother when I met Jamie. And the best thing is, most of you probably know, my children are not in a diaper age. They're in, like, spend the fortune on the college unless you can get a scholarship like my daughter did. I had to plug that in. She's graduating in the month. Yes, with 2 degrees, not 1. But, and then of course, I met another 2 little daughters that I can play with, and it's like I'm reliving, we both are having kids, and we don't have to change diapers.
My greatest honor in life is that I was able to give my name to Michael Douglas Rice Ellis. That's my greatest honor. But the reason I want to toast you guys is that now that you're married, oh boy, there are people out here who've been married for 10, 20, 30, 40, and 50, and Tutu, you and Roger were married almost 65 years. And you're gonna have the best time of your life, mostly. And on their 50th anniversary, my father and mother, who absolutely adored each other, on their 50th anniversary, my father goes up and goes, "Molly, happy 50th anniversary. 49 wonderful years of marriage." And everybody goes, "What?" And he goes, no. There was a week here, a couple hours there. Anyway, I've been with Cynthia 40 years, God bless her. And so, 39 and a half if I'm lucky. But anyway, you guys, I wish you 50, 60, 70 years of wonderful marriage. And 69 of them will be okay. And the other ones you learn from and you love from. And to all of you who've been married for so long and love each other, to the happy couple, cheers.
We wanted to go crazy Russian way, but decided to keep it very conservative. So what we're gonna do? Do you have only one microphone? Is there another one? Yes, no? Okay. Okay, we'll share one. For our Russian friends, because I believe there is more deeper way to express ourselves in this moment in Russian language, just for Elena and parents. I will say it in Russian and Tatiana will translate it into English and hopefully we'll connect somewhere.
We hope.
В одном городе жил кукловод, который был не только искусным мастером, но и очень мудрым человеком.
In one town lived a wise puppeteer who also was skilled craftsman.
Разъезжая по городам, он дарил людям игрушки бесплатно, но они были созданы из хрусталя, а детали выполнены настолько тонко и изысканно, что то и дело ломались в руках малышей.
While driving around the cities, he gave the children free toys, which were made out of crystal. The toys' parts were so thin that every now and then they would break in the hands of the young children.
Как ни старались дети уберечь игрушки, но не могли. Слишком хрупкими их делал мастер. Все это расстраивало малышей, ведь игрушки были невероятной красоты. Раздосадованные родители пришли как-то к кукловоду и спросили, зачем тот дарит детям только хрустальные игрушки? Не злой ли умысел кроется за этим?
No matter how hard they tried to protect the toys broke because they were so brittle. This frustrated the kids because the toys were incredibly beautiful. The parents came to the puppeteer and asked why he gave children only crystal toys. They asked him what his intentions were.
Мастер на это ответил, что дарит детям такие хрупкие игрушки, имея только самое доброе побуждение. Ведь скоро они все вырастут, и кто-нибудь подарит им еще более хрупкую вещь – свое сердце. И на их игрушках, на этих игрушках, они смогут хоть немножко потренироваться, его беречь.
The master replied, they gave the children such fragile toys with only good intentions. He said that soon the kids would grow up, and then someone will give them an even more fragile thing, their heart. These toys will teach them how to take care of the heart given them.
Мы хотим пожелать нашим новобрачным, чтобы они относились друг к другу с таким же трепетом к сердцам друг друга, как если бы они были сделаны их с хрусталя. Мы желаем вам счастья, ребята, и дарим небольшой презент. Сейчас Таня скажет.
We know that these newlyweds will take care of each other's hearts as they were made of crystal. We wish you happiness, new husband and wife.
And those are almost crystal, but those even, make your wishes come true. So this is just for you. If you wish something, it is fragile, so keep it safe as his heart, as in her heart. And if you wish something, just say it.
Thank you so much, guys. И большое спасибо моим русскоязычным друзьям и русским людям из России, которые здесь пришли нас поздравить. Большое спасибо. So I just wanted to say great thank you for all the people of Russian origin, first generation, and also a lot of like our kids. I've been born here and have a lot of them and a lot of people I know have one American parent and one of Russian origin or Russian parent. And of course, a lot of people have both of Russian parents. But it is this special bond that I also have with people who speak Russian and, of course, Russians, that really allows me to have so many people here who are Russian to wish us love. And I really appreciate everybody, of course, but this is cheers to my Russian tribe.
Hi, everybody. We'll keep this pretty short. I just really wanted to let you know that we are so happy to welcome Doug and his family into our family, and we've really enjoyed getting to know everybody. And I don't know. I just feel like I've gotten to like literally make a new family again. It's been amazing. So thank you guys so much for being here, and we're having an amazing time. Also, I love you a lot. And Doug, too. Yeah, very good. Here, Max has
Well, I don't have a lot to say, but if a lot of you probably don't know this, but how they reunited in Hawaii about 2 years ago, right? Was because I pretty much forced you to take me to Hawaii, right? And after I made her take me to Hawaii, they reunited, and here we are now. So just congratulations to you both, and I love you both so much.
And of course, you know, I finish everybody's sentences. So poor Doug didn't have even the microphone yet. But I have to tell you that story. I have to tell you, and I have to tell you now, because otherwise I'm gonna cry. But that's exactly why we met each other like 6 years ago, and then we, you know, lived separate and in separate states, so it was never gonna happen and all that. And then, and I'm not lying or making it up at all, but Max was tormenting me for literally years, that I took Tatiana to so many places when he was so little. He didn't get to go, or he doesn't remember if we went together with kids. So he kept telling me like he wants to go to an island. And he literally just was like, Mom, when is it gonna happen? Because Tatiana and you did this, and we went to the group, whatever. So finally I cave in, and I said, okay, fine, I have to take him by himself, just me and him, and I have to take him somewhere, and he wants to go on an island. And then he always wanted to go to Hawaii, and I thought, well, an island, Hawaii is gonna be fine. And literally, again, some of you know me well, and I'll kill for a bargain. So I refuse retail shopping. I'm gonna go to, you know, Nordstrom's rack, never, ever buy anything at Nordstrom's. And then there's last chance for some of you who are local here. Anyway, so I went to buy something, and I was at Costco. And I was just walking down, and you know how they offer you some deals and whatever, and there were those different packages to go to Hawaii. And I'm sorry to say it, I have to always tell myself, I bought the cheapest one. And I was like, I'm buying the cheapest one. And then, of course, I look at it, and it's to the island of Kauai. And I had no idea that Doug was from Kauai, Hawaii. And I had no idea, but all I did is I literally reconnected with him again online and said, hey, I'm coming to Kauai. Can you just get me some bargains? And literally, that's what it was. But it's like the story of my love story. This is really my love story. So I just had to share it with people I love as well. And it was totally Max, and it was totally a God shot that, you know, Costco had the sale on the Kauaian trip. Because if it were Big Island, I would have called him for the bargains, but I would have never met him again, seen him again. And so none of it would have happened. So thank you, Max.
So what we're going to do now is we're going to start our newlywed game. And the way this works is, actually, Doug, you're going to slip off your own shoes. And Elena, I don't know if you can slip your own shoes off or not, or if you need a little help with that. You got them there?
Down the aisle because I'm Russian. It was an 8-inch heel, and there's stilettos, and that's where I was having a cow right now because I changed them to do the first dance so I don't fall. And we can't find my beautiful shoes that are like 8-inch, but take it from me. No.
All right, you need one of each of those. There you go. So the way this works is we're going to... Max has got the hook. He's like, come on, Mom, we're going. All right, so the way this works, you guys came up with the questions. We're going to ask the questions, and they are going to answer the questions. Now, if they think the answer is Doug, they're going to raise Doug's shoe. That's right, you can practice, Doug, if you want to. And then if they think the answer is Elena, they're going to raise Elena's shoe. And then we'll see how many of them actually match their answers. And again, these are in no particular order. Some of you came up with some team names, so I'll read those out from time to time. And these we're just randomly picking here. The first question is, who would win in an ice cream eating competition? In an ice cream eating competition, who would win? So Elena, raise either, if you think it's you, Elena, you raise your shoe. There we go. All right, so give them a round of applause for the first answer there. They matched on that one. Next up, who would win in a fight? Oh, they both agree Elena would win. All right, who started that fight? Elena, perfect. All right, that was from Team I'm Baby, by the way. All right, next up, let's see here. Somebody sort of missed the format. Here we go. Okay. Who did you... Oh, sorry, that one doesn't work. Here we go. Who made the first move? I think that's what that says. Who made the first move? Who initiated it? They each think the other one did. That's sort of interesting. All right. Okay. I think that says, when was your first rub? And I don't know what that means, but we're not going to ask it. So, SEAL Team 6 wants to know, who wears the smoky eye better? Team 6 wants to know, who wears the smoky eye better? Hi, shut up. They both, Doug says Elena, Elena says Doug. Who's the better kisser? Elena gives you both credit. Doug gives Elena credit for that one. Okay, who's the boss? Doug is under the illusion that he's the boss. Elena, yeah, there we go. Who's the better driver? Doug for sure. Who's the faster driver? Elena. Okay, who proposed? Elena thinks Elena proposed. Doug thinks Doug proposed. Okay, who was the first to say I love you? Does it happen? Okay, they both. Elena thinks they both did. Doug says Doug did. All right, Team Tutu, Grandma Tutu's team there. They want to know who walks the dog at night. Yeah, Elena, imagine this. She wants to say something.
My mom.
Oh, the dog, grandma walks the dog, mom walks the dog. Okay. Who makes the bed? Nobody. Who hogs the covers? Doug, they both agree Doug does. All right. Who controls the remote control? TV remote. All right, they each think they own you. That's pretty good, pretty equitable. How about who changes the toilet paper? Who decides which direction the toilet paper rolls, over or under? They both agree Elena does. Okay, Team Princess Rocky. I'm not sure if these are quite, this may make sense or it may not, but they want to know who is the sheep from Pawn. Who is the sheep from Pawn? I don't think that one fits, right? Okay, let's try this one. Who picks the gaming system? Who picks which video game system you're going to have? All right, they both agree, Doug. Rose's 10 wants to know, who decides where you go on vacation? Well, we found out the answer is Max, really, right? But Elena. Who snores louder? They both agree, Doug. Who cooks the most?
My mother. A lot of you, most of you know the house burns down if I even turn the oven on. And then he cooks well, but he won't clean after himself. And so it's like he's banned as well. So it's my mother.
All right, thank you once again for that. Okay, let's see, where were we? We asked who cooks the most, who laughs the most. They both agree, yeah, they both laugh. Yeah, we like that. Laughter's a good thing, especially when Uncle Doug's around, right? Okay, so who never passes up a chance to look in the mirror? Oh, they each say the other one. All right. Who do you love more than anything in the whole wide world? Who do you love more than anything in the whole wide world? Bring that shoe up there. All right, thank you very much for playing our Newlywed Game. Thank you very much for your questions. We'll be back in just a moment.
It's never happened before. Now I see this is the way it's supposed to be. I met you and now I see this is the way it should be. This is the way it should be for lovers. They shouldn't go it alone. It's not so good when you're on your own. So come to me. Now we can be what we wanna be. I love you and now I see this is the way it should be.
As you guys notice, not only do I finish everybody's sentences, but I also start all the sentences. And Doug just is like such a sweetest person. I couldn't have been married to him if he wouldn't just love that or at least smile at it. I know he doesn't necessarily love it all the time, but he smiles all the time when I do that. I just hijack it. And so I just wanted from both of us to thank everybody who made it. Every one of you is so special to us. And really, we just wanted to invite our closest friends and people who we really feel the closest to. So you are our tribe, for sure. And I just wanted to say one word about the macaroons. The reason it's macaroons is because several times in our courtship and dating and being together already, he's done the best either joke on me or the best present, and it always involves a macaroon. So, and this is my favorite dessert, and our favorite dessert together is ice cream, so that's what we're serving. And one thing I wanted to say about this macaroon tower, all of the macaroons are actually different, because my modus operandi in life anymore is that one Forrest Gump quote that life is like a box of chocolates and you never know which one you're gonna get, or life is random and that's life is good. And so you're gonna be served the different macaroons. They're not the same, and that's just that tribute to that. Life is just random and beautiful, and just enjoy your macaroons and ice cream, because we couldn't decide on what type of cake, and since I canned every idea, it's like we're having macaroons and ice cream. Yeah. Oh, and then of course, since I have the attention, I'm not gonna go again, but also wanted to acknowledge the fact that a lot of us here are doctors, as a matter of fact. And so, and everybody who is not a doctor is a doctor at something, at least at life, because that's why we're still here around and enjoying it. But just a special question to people just to answer. And I know you're all standing, but maybe you can raise your hands. Can you all raise your hands if you spend at least 4 years after high school getting a degree so you can get a job? Okay, everybody who spent 4 years and more, and everybody who doesn't work but spend time trying to get a degree, can you please raise your hands? And even those who are trying to now at school, trying to go to get a degree. So, okay, now those of you, keep your hands up. Those of you who spent 4 years and up keep your hands up. Now, those of you who spent 6 years and up, keep your hand up. Now, those of you who spent 8 years and up, and now those of you who spent 10 years and up, and now those of you who spent 12 years and up. Okay, give a hand to all those people, and I know some of you already put your hand down, but I know exactly the fellowship trained people. And let me just tell you, from the person who for the last year enjoyed the life of unemployment, for the first time in my life, I spent 12 years getting there so I can get a job. And I'm telling you, for those who spend all these years, we all know how hard it is, but life at home is amazing. So I wish all of you who spent all this time, and I know pretty much everybody in this room is probably going to raise their hand, the ones who ended up with $50,000 loan and, then found the $50,000 job, the first job, or less. So kudos to all of us, and all of us who are in school, the kids, and all of us who are always learning. I think it's the best thing, but always, kind of thinking about Russia a lot of the times, because I was so blessed I got here with a medical degree with 0 loans. And my whole medical school, I was paid to go to school. So something to say that sometimes free education is really good. So that's it for also all the doctors in the room, all the doctors at life, every single one of you who's gone to school, every single one of you who made time for us today. It's really the best present we could have gotten. So thank you so much.